is Andrew Wood, and today we're going to talk about effective email marketing for your club. Done right, email marketing is low cost, high return, and instant gratification. Done wrong, and you'll leave a trail of irate customers who unsubscribe never to return. You've gone to great lengths to build an email database. Now let's look at how you can best maximize and monetize that database for your club. Why send emails? If you ask most club managers why they send emails, they're going to come back with a single response: to drive business, to drive play. But email marketing should be much more than simply sending out offers. You should use email marketing in a number of different ways to improve your club. Email marketing should be used to generate leads for your weddings, for your banquets, for your outings, for membership, and for room nights if you're a resort. Email marketing should be used to build your brand, to build your top-of-the-mind awareness in your community. Most of all, email marketing should be used to replenish and extend your database, because once you've built a database, it's like an atomic nuclear particle. It has a half-life. If you start off with 1,000 names at the beginning of the season, by the end of the season, you might only have 700 between unsubscribes, people moving, people changing email addresses. So a large part of your email marketing should be to continue to replenish and improve the quality of the database that you have. Last, and by no means least, your email marketing should be a positive extension of your club's experience into the homes of the people you serve. Your email marketing should serve to build, engage, educate, and entertain a relationship with your customer. Let's look at how a lot of clubs go about email marketing. If all you do is send discount tea time offer after discount tea time offer and nothing else, you will appeal to a very small percentage of your list. You will rapidly increase your unsubscribes, or people will just ignore your emails altogether. And your brand, your course, will be at the very bottom of the food chain as a discount merchant. As a private club, it's also important to segment your lists, because you don't want to be sending ladies' 9-hole information to a 30-something single male. Another good way to destroy your club's good name is to send out cheesy-looking templates. A lot of the low-end website companies like Course Trends and CyberGolf and the like offer these templates, but they make your website look amateurish, they make your email look amateurish, and ultimately they make your club look amateurish. Before we get into the nuances of good email design, let's talk about something far more important: your email lists, the quality of your lists. The quality of your lists is critically important. You need to make sure that your bad email addresses and your bounces are removed, because if they're not, you will find that not only do your bad addresses not get delivered, but as you continue to send to bad addresses, ISPs will look at you as a spammer and will stop delivering your email even if it's a good email address. This can have a tremendous effect on your deliverability rates. If you are not removing and doing good list maintenance, you will find that even your good emails stop being delivered. So this is very, very important. There are 2 types of bounces. Hard bounces should not be immediately removed, as very often, especially with the big email providers such as AOL, Yahoo, or Hotmail, they have some temporary problem with their system's overloaded, and it bounces the email. So you never want to remove a hard bounce immediately, because very often the problem is temporary. However, if you send to the same email address 3 different times and it bounces back as a hard bounce, you should immediately remove that from your system. Once it's bounced 3 times, you don't want it there anymore. You want it off your system, or it's going to cause you problems. A soft bounce, rather than a hard bounce, is usually something on the user's end. Maybe their internet's down or some type of temporary problem, and if you resend to that, it'll go through right away. But it's very, very important that you maintain your lists at a high level and keep the data good, because by keeping all of your data good and removing all of the bad data, you're instantly going to see an increase, very often 6-7% increase in how much of your mail actually gets delivered. And the more mail that gets delivered, the more mail gets opened, the more response you get. So very important to have good email maintenance practices. Another very important email practice is that of segmenting your lists. And the majority of clubs really don't do a very good job of segmenting their lists. But the more vertical your lists are, the more your email message is targeted to a specific group, the greater your open rate, the greater your response rate, and the greater your pass-around rate. So you might have a members email list. That's obviously an easy one. But even within your members, you might have a lady members versus junior members versus senior members versus middle-aged men members. The more you segment, I mean, my club for a long time was sending me every day the ladies 9-hole golf winners. Mrs. Jones shot 92 on 9 holes and she's the winner. And this is not information I want. This is not information I need. But every day they kept updating me with the ladies 9 holes information because the lists weren't segmented. And what you'll get is after a while, people will either unsubscribe or stop opening if you keep sending them messages that are not relevant to them. And so the more you can segment your list, the more success you will have. So at a daily fee golf course, you might have golfers within a 25-mile radius and golfers that travel to play. If you're out west, if you're in LA or somewhere with a high Asian population, you might have an email dedicated to Korean golfers or Vietnamese golfers. And certainly we've got some partners where we've done that, where we've segmented lists and there's a list and we actually write the email in Korean because very often Koreans speak English, but they really don't read English. And so this is a tremendous advantage in a segment like the LA market where you can actually go ahead and use a translation program and send out an email to your players in Korean. So the more you can segment, the better. If you're a resort, you're not going to be emailing people every week. You're going to have maybe a local list. You're going to maybe have a 50-mile list and then maybe a 250-mile list. But however you can think of ways of segmenting your list and then tailoring your message just to that list, you're going to find a tremendous increase in open rates, a tremendous increase in pass-around rates, and a tremendous increase in response. So segment as much as you can. Target those segments with individual emails, and then over the month, you might, if you send 8 emails, you might send 2 or 3 targeted emails and 3 or 4 more generic emails to get to where you need to be. All right, let's talk a little bit about design. What is a good design for an email? Well, obviously, a good design for an email has some very simple criteria. Number one, you have to have a good subject line. If you don't have a good subject line, the email will never get opened. Number two, when you get into the email, there should be a captivating picture. There should be a captivating headline. The email should be easy to read. Easy to read means it's not in 7-point type, it's not in reverse type, it's not in some fancy script that you've put in there as a picture. The simpler and easier your email is to read, the more chance it will get through spam filters, the more chance it will get delivered, the more chance people will actually read it. So key thing is readability. Make it easy to read, make it interesting, make it captivating, and make it logical so it goes from top to bottom and you're not assaulting the eye. So very much like a print ad or a website, you want to focus the reader's attention in a top to bottom, left to right manner, and you don't want to have splashes and boxes all over the place. You want to focus the reader in on your core message, on the thing you want them to do, and you want to make it easier to read, which in many cases for a lot of you will mean bumping up your type style 1 or 2 points if your average member or your average email list visitor is 40, 50 years old. 55% of Americans cannot read 12-point type without glasses. So by all means, bump it up a little bit rather than shrink it down like a lot of web designers seem to like to do because they're all 19 years old. I'm going to share with you a lot of great designs of emails. I'm going to show you a lot of content and a lot of different ways you've probably never used your email to help extend your brand, to help drive business. Remember this, because we're showing slides, you don't get to see the entire email a lot of times. So anytime I zone in and show you content, always remember that at the top of the page, there'd be a really nice header. That header would have a picture of the club, it would have the club's logo, and perhaps the club's unique selling proposition. And at the bottom, I'm going to have the name, address, phone number, and social media. So remember that when I'm zoning in on a specific portion of the email, always remember that you'll see a header like this, or a header like this, and a footer like this. So you're always going to have that nice branding statement above and below the actual content. So remember that as you look at these slides as we go forward. So let's take a look at some content here. Here's a simple email for Father's Day. Simple content, shows a tie with a golf image on it. Very clear, very clean, very easy to see what we're selling. Don't try to do too much with your email. You know, too many clubs put too many different offers and specials. Certainly once a month you can put out an offer that's all-encompassing, that's your newsletter, but individual emails should focus on one clear theme and not try to do everything on a single email, just like this one. The absolute most important thing about email marketing after having a clean list is your subject lines. Emails live and die on 5 or 6 words that your prospect reads, that your player reads in their inbox when it comes in. It's absolutely critical that those 4 or 5 words be captivating, be motivating. That 4 or 5 words that are in your subject line is basically your ad for your email. If they don't like what they see in those 4 or 5 words, it doesn't matter how pretty your email is, how good your offer is, how beautifully typeset it is, how skillfully copywritten it is. If you don't get them to open the email, nothing else happens. So you must pay very, very close attention to your subject lines and make sure that your subject lines are captivating, such as how to hit it 20 yards further, 2-for-1 offer, shocking admission from Golf Pro. There's all kinds of different techniques you can use, but what you don't want to do is just basically say XYZ Club newsletter, XYZ Club offers. You always want to tease them, intrigue them with your headlines. One of the best headlines I had last year was, "I hate Andrew Wood." And that got a huge open rate because everybody wants to see what are they going to say about Andrew Wood. What are the people saying about Andrew Wood? So that was really kind of an interesting one. I hate Andrew Wood was got a huge open rate, almost double what our typical open rate is. And you will find if you look at your emails that your subject line alone can improve or decrease your open rate easily by several 100%. So you need to be looking at your emails and looking at the subject lines that work. You'll find some subject lines will spike your open rate tremendously, other subject lines will decrease it, or some will just stay the same. So as you come up with clever ways of getting people to open your email by having good subject lines, look at what's working, look at what's not, and make more and more of your subject lines like the stuff that's working and take out the stuff that isn't. Because nothing is more important other than getting your email delivered is getting your email opened. Now here's the second secret. Second secret is put content in your email that makes your golfer, your member, glad they opened your email. Let me repeat that because this is critically important and very, very few clubs do this. Provide content in your email. Engage them, educate them, entertain them. Provide content that is a positive extension of your club's brand. Provide content that is a positive extension of the golf lifestyle. Give them a reason to smile. Give them a reason to pass your email on. Give them a reason to engage with your email. That is a key secret to great email marketing. And if all you're doing is saying discount offer, discount offer, discount offer, you are not accomplishing that. So the key is to have a blend of engagement, education, entertainment, and offers, and to put them out in an integrated way where they're seamless. So that somebody knows if they get your email, even if they're not going to play golf this week, They might want to open it because there'll be something funny or something entertaining or something they want to share with their friends. This is the big secret of email marketing that few people in the golf business actually understand. You've got to provide some value with your content along with your offers if you want to keep your subscriber rate up, if you want pass around, if you want to keep your open rate up, and if you want to build a positive extension of your club's brand in the community. So what kind of content should you put into your emails? Well, there's all kinds of content. We have an integrated program that is pre-planned out an entire year in advance for our clients. And it includes, obviously, special offers are included in there, but we include golf jokes. We include golf quotes. We include funny videos. We include information about wherever the PGA Tour or the European Tour happens to be playing that week. We include a little bit of instruction. One of our big favorites is our photo without caption contest. Every month we do a photo without caption contest, and we give away a free sleeve of balls or a free glove or a free card or a free round. And we find the majority of our clubs are getting 40, 50, even 100 people to enter this contest. So they're engaging with our clients. They're engaging with their Facebook pages through our email marketing. Contests are another big thing, and every 2 months we have a different contest. Win a vacation to Treetops, or win a holiday to Portugal, or win a trip to Scotland. So we have these different vacations that we put in there and have contests. People love to enter contests, and so not all of our emails are going to be a tee time, but on any one of these content emails, you can always put on the bottom of the content an offer. So you give them some content, you give them a joke, you give them a video, you give them some entertainment, you give them some value added, and you can always still put an offer on the bottom of it if you want to as well. But by having this pre-planned mix, you hit all the right buttons. You generate leads, you generate data, you generate more play, you help with your pass around, you engage people on your social media. And the mix is really the important thing. It's getting that right mix of these different elements that will really take your email marketing campaign to the next level. Here's an example that I've been using for a while now, and you may have seen me use it before in a seminar. This one is a email that went out, and it's a video I found on YouTube. And the video is actually called Redneck Skeet Shooting. If you want to look it up, it's absolutely hilarious. But the video went out with the subject line, World's Funniest Golf Video. And we put a picture of the video with a link to YouTube, and it said something like, the guys were sitting around the shop doing nothing as usual, waiting for the world to discover them, and they found this clip on YouTube and decided to share it with our email list because they thought it was the funniest clip ever. And then underneath it says, call now for specials, whatever. So the subject line was great, World's Funniest Golf Video. We got a 64% open rate on this video, 64%, which is huge. Now here's the other thing. Of the people that opened it, the pass around rate was 106%. That means that the pass around rate was just blown up. People got this. As soon as they got it, they immediately forwarded it, not to one friend, but in some cases, 2 or 3 friends. And remember, even though you're looking at the core content of this, every one of these emails that got forwarded to a friend would have your club's branding at the top, your club's branding at the bottom, and of course a link to tee times and whatever special offer you would want to provide. Let's take a look at the actual content. Okay, here's a simple way to make your emails more interesting and more relevant. The calendar is your friend. Look at the calendar. Well, we all look at the calendar and we know when July 4th is, or Guy Fawkes Night is, or Halloween is, or New Year's Day is, or President's Day is, but that's not enough. Everybody does those main holidays. Everybody does the August bank holiday. Everybody does Columbus Day. You've got to step out of the box and do a little bit more. You've got to go with some offbeat dates and offbeat holidays so that you're advertising something relevant when no one else is doing it. So you can obviously build things around the major golf events, and again, I think everybody does that. But let's look at some of the other dates you could do. Friday the 13th, you could do a Friday the 13th special. You can do tour players' birthdays. This is a good one where you have a special offer on September 10th because it's Arnie's birthday, or you have a special offer in the middle of August when it's Hogan's birthday. You can tie into a local player. You know, if you're in Kentucky, you can tie into Fuzzy Zoller or whoever a local hero is in your particular neighborhood. So dates are your friends. Tie your email promotions into dates. The summer solstice, I think that's what, June 21st. We do a promo for our English clients where we've got a guy hitting a golf ball next to Stonehenge. In fact, I'll show that to you later. So tie your emails into dates and make them relevant. Tie them into tour events, tie them into players' birthdays, tie them into kind of maybe some of the more obscure dates on the calendar, which I'll show you a couple of examples of. And you'll find that if you do this, people will think that you're timely, that you're relevant, that it's a little bit more interesting than just sending them an offer that has no specific date or meaning. Also, custom graphics really help. So if you've got an offer that's time sensitive, put that offer in a stopwatch. If you've got an offer that's time sensitive, put that offer in an hourglass. Use your graphics to help with the custom look and feel of your email. And even though we plan our emails out kind of on a franchise type basis, all of our emails look custom because they all are custom. And you might think, well, how can you possibly plan your emails out, Andrew, for a year in advance? Well, you do it through careful planning. You do it through looking at the calendar, looking when tour events are, where they're played, looking at players' birthdays, and looking for ways that you can tie that in. The other thing you can tie in is news. If there's specific news, golf news, or something that you can tie into. For example, recently Nike came out with a new commercial. We were the first people to see it. We put that Nike commercial out on the internet. Hey, you'll be the first to see it. Before it was even on TV, people on our email list were watching this commercial, and we tied a special offer into that. So look for ways to be relevant, to be time sensitive, to be date sensitive, to be news sensitive, to give your emails a little more relevance and a little more punch. Let's take a look at some examples. This one here, Friday the 13th. Who says Friday the 13th is an unlucky day? Consider this Friday the 13th your lucky day. So this one we're tying into a calendar event. Here's some really nice custom graphics we did for Treetops. Obviously, it's the winter up there in Michigan, so we're not promoting golf, but I think this Patrick at my office did this, and all he did was take a regular picture and stick some dead presidents' heads on there, and I think he's done a great job of tying this in, and we got really good feedback on the graphic alone. People were passing this email around just because they thought the graphic was cool. Here's a cool one for you people who are maybe a little bit older. March 1st offer, in the mood for golf. He wasn't much of a golfer, but he sure knew how to swing. In honor of Glenn Miller's birthday, we want to get you in the mood to start the swinging this spring. So this kind of cool, a little bit offbeat, a little bit different, and I think this one will resonate well with a certain type of membership or a certain type of clientele. It's kind of a cool subject line. It's a cool reason to do a special offer, and you'll see down there that our In the Mood for Golf special offer in this particular email is $39.95, including cart, play all day. Obviously, we've got our normal offers such as July 4th, and we like to do something nice to tie in to the major holidays. Here's another one. The clock's ticking. Come out and play before it's too late. Again, you'll see some custom graphics here. This one would be sent out in October before the season basically ends. You'll see the clock's ticking. It's showing some golfers. The clock's ticking. It's showing some people skiing. So it's a very visual way to remind people there isn't much more time for golf. Let's come on out and play some golf before it's too late. Here's obviously a Halloween special, Monster Sale. This one's actually one I did myself and was tremendously successful. Here's one for Christmas, obviously tying in the Christmas theme with some custom headers and a gift box there. So cool little Christmas theme there. Here's one that we tied into the news. This was when Nike came out with that ad where Rory McIlroy was playing golf with Wayne Rooney, although Wayne Rooney was playing foot golf. So this came out. We got it out to our database before it was ever on TV. So it was very timely. Hey, watch the Nike commercial before anybody else gets to see it. So that was another good one. You know, tying your email into news is definitely something that will help you out. Here's a good one. Ben Hogan's Awesome Swing. This we send out around Ben's birthday, which is August 13th. As you can see, we've got a clip in there to about a 1 minute, 50-second video that's called Hogan Hypnosis. And really great video. Once again, you give them the content, you give them the video, you wish Ben Hogan a happy birthday, and then below that, you give them a special offer, you tell them to click for tee times, and of course, you've got your social media. So that's a great way to use a player's birthday as an excuse for a special offer, as an excuse to provide some entertainment, and again, extend your club's brand. Another thing you can do is tie a promotion into your own birthday, into the pro's birthday, or the chef's birthday, or the manager's birthday. People are always much more predisposed to be nice to you on your birthday. So I came up with this promotion the day before my birthday. I suddenly thought, you know what? I'm going to use my birthday as a promotion. And I sent out this email right here. And as you can see, that's a major discount. And we actually continued the birthday promotion for 2 weeks. And I sold $31,000 worth of books and tapes from this email. So anybody who thinks you can't make some serious money from email marketing, I thought that was pretty darn good. And it was a nice way to celebrate my birthday. So any of you who bought something on that promotion, thank you very much. Appreciated it greatly. Obviously, the major golf events, we're going to do some kind of special offer. Make some history of your own. You know, don't let the guys on TV have all the fun. Make some history of your own. Come out and play. And so this is a cool email to send out Masters Week. Here's a cool one we did for the Players Championship. Invite, get lost. Don't worry, you can come down here and come play at our course and we'll treat you like a tour player no matter how good or bad you play. So that's kind of a cool one. Obviously, we've got one for the Open Championship, PGA Championship, and all the majors. So definitely theme stuff around the major golf tournaments. TV viewership goes through the roof and people are ready to come out and play after they've seen a great tournament. So definitely tie your emails into that. Okay, contests and sweepstakes. You should weave into your email marketing plan several emails every couple of months. We do 4 emails, 2 emails a month for every promotion. We run a new promotion every 2 months, and every 2 months that's supported with a banner ad, a hover ad, and 4 outbound emails. Now, why would you send emails? People ask me this question all the time. Why do you send emails to your existing database asking them to re-opt in for a contest or a sweepstakes? Well, there are several reasons. Number one, people's email data goes bad, and so you want to continue. If they've maybe changed email but haven't ditched the other email address yet, you want them to re-opt in with their new email. You, of course, want them, the key thing is to get them to share this email with their friends. Get them to send this chance to win a trip to Scotland, this chance to win a trip to the casino, this chance to win a trip to Treetops or Portugal. You want them to pass it around. The viral marketing effect of sweepstakes and contests is very high, and that's what you're going for. Always suggest they forward it to a friend, they pass it to a friend, they move that email around for you and help you with your marketing. So contests are good for refreshing your database, they're good for viral marketing, and they're good for creating excitement with your own database. They're good for extending your brand. I mean, how good do you think somebody at your club feels when you get to put on Facebook or email them, hey Andrew, great news. You just won a 5-day holiday in Portugal, or you just won a 5-day trip to Scotland. They're going to feel great. It creates excitement. It creates added value with your brand. And if you're doing this on a consistent basis, you'll be the only club in town that is doing it on a consistent basis, because very few clubs do this. And again, we've got 6 promotions we promote throughout the year. And there's 4 emails that we send out to each one of these promotions to get people excited, to get them passing it around, to get them entering. Let's take a look at some of them. This one here is win a free Scottish vacation for 4. Think about that. 5 days, 5 nights, 5 rounds of golf for 4 in Scotland. This is a great prize. We gave it away last year. The people were ecstatic that went over there and enjoyed Jamie's hospitality at the beautiful Green Hotel. Great place to go visit. Best part of all about this hotel is not only is there 2 fun golf courses on site, but you are within a 1-hour drive of 200 of Scotland's best golf courses if you locate in this hotel. So this is a great promotion. We like to run this promotion in July and August because people are talking about the British Open. They're seeing the British Open on TV. And so it's a great time to run this promotion is in the summer. Here's one here where a great time to run this promotion is in the winter because it's win 3 days and 2 nights at the Mojave Resort. Beautiful golf course out in Lachlan, Nevada. Great prize. 3 days, 2 nights in the casino with 2 great golf courses right on site. This is something, again, that gets people excited, gets people motivated. Here we do one at Timberline for win a free trip to Las Vegas. Who doesn't like to go to Vegas? Here we see win a free golf holiday. This one's for one of our UK clients, and it's a 5-day, 5-night trip to Portugal with a villa. Another great place, Espiche Golf Course. If you're ever in Portugal, make sure you check it out. Really beautiful place, really great prize, and this gets people excited. The bigger the prize, the more likely they are to enter and share it with their friends. Here's one from Champions Retreat out in California. Win a free year of golf. Another strong offer. These get passed around. Win a free year of golf is a strong enough offer to get some viral effect going. Here we switch it up a little bit and give away a free set of irons. You know, we usually do this once a year with most of our partners. We get them to give away a free set of irons. And it attracts a different type of clientele because maybe people aren't willing to travel. Maybe they don't want to travel. But who doesn't like a new set of golf clubs? So it maybe attracts a different person to enter the contest. Here's a simple one. You can run these monthly, win a free foursome. Give away a free foursome every month. You can run this every single month and you'll still get a pretty positive response to it. Here's one of our photo without captions. These do really great and they're entertaining. The contest is entertaining. People love to give captions. Like I said earlier, we get 40 to 50 to 100 people giving us captions to win a free glove or win a free sleeve of balls or a free round. The prize is really secondary because people really love to enter these contests. And again, you always have the opportunity to give a special offer, to put your tee time link, and to put your Facebook stuff right there in the email. So even though this email per se isn't a special, there's no reason you can't attach a special offer to it, but you've provided them with value first. Here's another photo without caption. This one's really cool too. By the way, the previous one, the one with the knight, really blew it up. We did great with that one. This one did really good too. Best caption wins a free golf cart. Hi, that's it for part 1. We've got 2 more parts coming on email marketing, so join us on part 2.